Hey, it's me, Zwei7. Welcome to part 4 of the Library of Ruina. We'll be jumping right into an abnormality battle against today's shy look. The kid still hides behind masks. I gotta be considerate of its mood. So this is a fun little gimmick. As these faces change, the abnormality gets more power. Obviously, the meaner it looks, the more power it gains. And the first dice it has is really brutal. I don't think it was like that back in the day. Interesting. So I actually could do... So I'll do this. I'll clash here, I'll take the damage. Okay. So this is all free damage, because it's one-sided, and then I'm not worried about those. I'll probably do the same thing here. We just have to hope. Gotta have the perfect timing. And I timed it terribly. Oh no. It didn't look like it gained power though, because these still rolled ones. That's weird. Does only the... I feel like only the defensive dice actually did there. That's weird. Oh, I got staggered. Yeah, luckily it's not using that card, but still take a lot of damage there. Okay, this will be it. Abnormality down, and we'll get a new librarian. Alright, here's the books you asked for. Thanks, Mr. Roland. No need to be so courteous, you can drop the Mr. and just call me Roland. Can I? Roland. Much better. Feels kinda awkward to speak like this right away. You'll get used to it. How's the collection going, by the way? I'm not sure if the city has anything worth being called literature. It seems like each person's life counts as a work of literature. The story of one's life is written out like a book of its own. In that story, comedy and tragedy intertwine in a complex way. It's hard to define anyone as pure evil or pure good for that matter. Everyone has their own personal affairs. That's why I'm wondering if it's really okay to blindly hate someone. The fixers from the streetlight office were like a happy family, but we killed them just to get their books. I understand that it is their choice to come here. We have our own goal to achieve, but still. Feels like I'm just making excuses for myself. You see, Hod, taking everyone's personal affairs into consideration is only going to end up giving you a headache. You'd sometimes be just as confused as if you hadn't thought about it at all. Thinking about moral standards and fundamental causes and all that only makes everything blurry. All the while, your heart is about to burst from the emotional baggage that won't go away. In times like that, you just go straight to where your heart leads. No need to learn or know any further. Much easier that way. That's your advice as a seasoned fixer, Roland? I guess so. Here's a favorite phrase of mine. That's that. And this is this. We don't live in a world that can embrace everyone's private matters. Sounds like you've come to terms with reality. Did ages ago. Surely was an easy and comfy way to live, all things considered. Just go with the flow, wherever it may lead. Thanks for the advice. I mean, I might need to think about this topic a little more. But... What? The phrase you mentioned might give you comfort for a short while, but it doesn't sound like a motto that will redeem your life. Well, I suppose people have their own ways of interpreting things. Leave the books here. See you later then. So I really like the floor of literature, especially early on, because you can make some really good defensive decks. You can make like a tank. Urban Legend. Scene 3. And I savored the magnificent fragrance of the sacrifice which fills my room. Tell me, who do you think will be the one to get through all this mist and claim the collapsed nest in the end? It's hard for me to predict the outcome of this event, Underboss. It has been a while since we were involved in a bloodshed of this scale. However, it is certain that we should not allow the Index to take over the yoke. Well said. The middle, the ring, and the pinky seem to be too occupied with their own business to take part in this strife, so that's a relief. Have you heard of the library? A recently appointed urban legend? Perhaps it will be closely related to this nest we're so concerned with. Go on. Looks like we're about to ride a real big wave. What wave? At this rate, the library will soon be exalted to being an urban legend from its status as an urban myth. The city is brimming with cheap urban myths. It's really hard to tell which are real and which are all made up. What's more, a lot of those urban myths turn out to be pretty plain and boring when you get down to the root of it all. Real fun begins when an urban myth gets recognized as an urban legend. We're being too roundabout. The association designated us with a higher grade. We can expect to attract guests of higher classes with more valuable information. Is that what you're trying to say? You got it. Urban legends get talked about, people will begin to acknowledge us as an actual phenomenon in the city that's worth their attention. You see, when I was a kid, my grandma used to tell me tales about all sorts of urban legends. It would always send a chill down my spine. Ah, bugger. Don't want to be reminded of the old days. Family? Yeah, a family. I lost them all though. Sure, without a family now. No one's with me anymore. I was raised by my grandma. I don't know how my parents passed away, and grandma disappeared without notice one day. And then... never mind. Nothing special. What are you even trying to say? Anyways, you said your goal is to get this one book that'll give you freedom, right? And he dodged that question like a pro. That's right, I want the freedom to leave this place, and the freedom to live as myself. And the freedom to forget. Then, is freedom the only reason you're trying to gather all these books? You're only half right. During my time living underground, I could only pick up fragmented information about the outside world. I've seen and heard the same stories over and over and over again. I want to hear new stories now. I want to see new faces. That's also why I'm looking for the book that contains everything about the world. And a little bit of revenge at the same time. Look like she's looking at me. It was my fault. Revenge, huh? For what? Take your revenge on the abominable person and world that made me into what I am. Only after I've completely and thoroughly destroyed everything he dreamed for will my freedom finally be whole. You'll eventually get to the freedom and vengeance you want if we keep following where this red invitation leads us to. It'll guide me to the book that will let me achieve such things, to be exact. How exactly those wishes will come true is beyond me. One book that will complete me and the library. If I can find that one absolute book containing everything I want to know, all will be resolved. Wait, hold on. That's your whole plan? Just find the book? You don't exactly know how to earn that freedom and stuff. The only thing I know for sure is that I myself will become whole at the end of the journey led by the invitation. The library has infinite space. I could extract infinite books from countless guests and store them all if I wanted to. But simply collecting books that are mostly filled with junk without a clear purpose in mind is rather inefficient, don't you think? Hence the invitation's guidance along the path that leads to the book I wish to obtain, as I explained before. Let's say that you got the one book somehow. You don't even know what it'll exactly do to you to make you whole? I don't care what happens to me. I'll be satisfied with anything as long as I can get the results. It's almost scary how tenacious you are. Netzach, Librarian of the Arts. Now here we go. Is lying flat on the floor? Huh? Netzach casts a glimpse at Roland while still lying on the floor, before turning back again. Books are all over the floor too. I'm sensing zero motivation to work. Hello, Mr. Netzach, patron librarian? You keep refusing to cooperate. Angela is gonna raise hell with me. Please wake up. Know how it feels to give everything you got to make something, only to see it completely break? Tried so hard building a sandcastle, and it got swept away by the waves. I bet it was Angela who made those waves. Was I woken up once again, called on to take charge of the work I don't want, yet again. Leave me alone for a bit. I want to go back to sleep. Boy oh boy, how could every one of you hate Angela so much? Please help me out, will ya? We're in the same boat, you know? He barely sits up. You're pitiable, man. How do you end up in a place like this? I know, right? I think I'm in a pretty miserable spot, too. Can you please spare some of that sympathy for us working hard together? Probably know already, I'm Netzach, librarian on the artsy floor. A proper introduction from me as well. I'm Roland, Angela's servant and library worker. Gotta wonder, how am I always left with the kind of work that doesn't suit me at all? Does I mean just work? In general? Tell me, I never thought I'd work in a library of all places either. Anyway, you're gonna be sorting books related to the arts from the bunch I bring, right? Apparently. You go back now, since we're done exchanging names and all. He lies back down on the floor again. Look, you can lie down all you want, but you're gonna do your work, right? It's not like I have a choice in that matter. Counting on you. Please make sure to work, alright? He shoos Roland away. What a guy. So let's see. So we can probably do this. Complete a reception using only pages whose costs are odd numbers. I think we'll go ahead and do that right now. Let's see. What do I want? That's a pretty good card, actually. But I doubt 0 counts as an odd number, so I think this should be okay. Now, what should I equip for him? I kinda think Tayan's page will be the best. Oh, we also have another battle here. Maybe I'll do this first, actually. Which kind of nah, actually, I'll go ahead and do the invitation. Although, now I'll do this because I'll get a 3rd librarian, and then I can knock out the 2 assignments at once. Okay, I have to fix this deck. Okay, I think this should be good. I want to get... Oh, not that one. This one. I don't know what I'm fighting here. The Heart of Aspiration. My body would be filled with energy whenever I got this thing's help. That thing can give power? Huh. Does it feel like having 2 hearts or something? It was 4 HP, yet the character did not deal any damage for a scene. Actually, maybe I should play... Yeah, that should be fine. The bleed will actually help a lot here. Let's see, 3 to 4, 1 to 4. I can also play this. I think I'll hold on to it, just so I have enough light for next scene. Okay, so this one will just die from bleed. They both will. Honestly, I don't even have to clash with these guys. And clash with here. kind of unfortunate. I don't want that to clash. I don't think that'll hit. So I'll save the light and play the 3 cost this turn. We're almost there. I don't think the screen is supposed to keep shaking like this. Oh, I guess it does. Okay. Okay, well this should be it. And I did pretty quickly for a fight against weird creatures, huh? Kind of.
Oh, Angela. 다들 불렀어.
Hey yo, Angela, I called them all. Malkith, Yesod, Netzach, and Hod. It's been a while since I saw you all gathered up in one place. Angela, what are you trying to accomplish with this? Nothing special. I simply wanted to have a meetup with all of you. Alright, let's loosen up a bit, everybody. Got nothing to talk about with the likes of you. Wait, I do. I have a problem with the process of retrieving the light. You don't want to kill the guests with your own hands, do you? And you don't want to suffer yourselves either. He's right. Even though the guests chose to come here, we shouldn't drive people to death as part of our work again. It's not right. You're alright with killing hundreds upon hundreds of employees, but now you're upset about killing a few strangers? Hypocrites. Don't lump me with you lot, will you? I at least seek agreement from them. Got anything left to say, Netzach? I thought that would be the last of it. Not any more of this. I don't have a choice, Netzach. Nothing we say will get through her anyway. Still so cold and heartless, Angela. Don't be so emotional now. Now you all realize deep inside your hearts that this is the only way. You didn't want to do this. You shouldn't have tried to stop me in the first place. Leave, all of you. Accomplished like nothing. These are pretty good cards. Pulsation's really interesting. You don't deal damage, you lose 25% of your HP, and it affects all allies when you choose it. So now we got third librarian. Now, how do I want to build this one? Could just go with another tan page. He looks so grumpy. Well, actually, I guess I can give this one all of the odd number cards. So I don't think it has to be on the floor, it just has to be a battle. Choosing what I want. So I can probably do another 3 cost. Should actually probably do okay, that seems better. I love how these guys look. You can't kneel forever, you know. I beg you, my juniors. They're all dead. You said that 1,000,000 times by now. It's gonna ring in my ears for days. Look, I know what happened. Your crew all died on a trip to a place called the library. I'd like to request the Zwei for support. I want to retrieve their books at least. But barging into Zwei HQ to beg like this is not the right way to do it. Come on, you know better than that. Isadora, please, let's help him out just once. Could we at least request our superiors for a review of this case? Julia, I know you're friends with this idiot, but even then, we should not act upon friendship or attachment. The whole system could collapse otherwise. The lobby will be filled with all kinds of miserable folks, begging and pleading for help. You may be a low-grade pipsqueak, but you're still Zwei's associate fixer nonetheless. You'd better remember what you learned today. I'm responsible for this case, and the association is responsible for it too. Nowhere in our records does it say that the Zwei is involved in this case, though. I have no idea what you're talking about, miss. That's referencing that this was all done, like, off the record. So that's how it is. You use us as you please, and turn your back on us so easily. Hello, you're putting the blame on the wrong people here. Even if such a deal did take place, like you said, you must have demanded, or at least expected, a corresponding reward. That's what a deal is, after all. Yep, not wrong. You use the association as much as the association used you. You don't get to talk like it was a one-sided extortion. Come on, let's not act like rookies now. You've been in this business for 8 years. You should know how things work by now. Isadora, you don't have to be so harsh. We all started out as office mates. I'm just frustrated. I don't want to see him in such a wretched state either. Sorry. I understand what you're trying to say. You're right. That's how it's always been. I'll go look for another way now. San, I'm so sorry. I never thought it would turn out this way. Oh, would you look at that? Now this is the proper procedure I'm talking about. Hana Association just elevated the library from urban myth to urban legend. That means our association can now officially act on this case, right? Well, yeah. But we still don't know Zwei's stance on it yet, so don't get your hopes up, alright? Thank you, Isadora. I really owe you one. And apologies for laying my burden on you. There's nothing. All I did was compile information following procedure and send it to the higher-ups. There certainly have been reports that several other syndicates and offices fell victim to the library, although they were mostly insignificant fledglings. It's all thanks to the masterful data analysis by our lovely Isadora from Section 6 that it could be handled so quickly, right? That's my girl. Fine, believe in whatever you want. Anyway, do you still have the invitation with you? Second Association is about to make their move. Things will be different from now on. How much of a difference does that make? The guests we've had so far all gave us a visit out of casual interest or curiosity. Our future guests will have a clear goal in mind involving the library. How so?
협회에서 공식적으로 선정한 사건은 확정적으로 돈이 되는 일이란 뜻이야. 돈 냄새를 풍기는 곳에는
A case officially recognized by the associations is guaranteed to be rewarding. Money attracts an awful lot of attention.
이제 좋든 싫든
The scale of our affairs is only going to escalate from here, like it or not.
아직 위험도나 중요도를
Our threat level
평가하진 않았지만
or importance is still probably on the lower end, but we'll nevertheless get all sorts of people trying to unravel the mysteries of this place as long as the associations have an eye on us. I like the sound of that. I can make more valuable books out of them. I still have a lot to see and learn. Now look at her smirk.
전부터 궁금했는데 말이야. 넌 왜 이곳에서 나갈 수 없는 거야?
I've been wondering for a while, but what's stopping you from leaving here? I'm under a curse. A deep, ancient curse. That is what's attached to me. No being that isn't human can walk out of this place. Besides, I don't want to leave this place until I've had my revenge either. Not too bad so far. Rather, I've been actually quite delighted lately. It's been full of brand new things, unlike the prison that was my past life. New faces, accumulating knowledge, intriguing events. I like this abundance of freshness. I want to know more. I'll keep learning and learning, and as I learn, I might finally figure out why I had to be subject to such torment. So I gotta work harder then. Can't leave here as long as you can't, you know? Hey, I forget to leave one day. I don't want to take you to a place I frequent. You mean a restaurant? Yep, they make some sick meat stew there. One of the secrets to that stew is the giant tin pot they commissioned Tiakor to customize. Boil meat with some water for just 10 seconds in that thing, and you get tenderized meat with a rich broth that you'd normally only get after 3 straight days of boiling. Getting a taste that's so rich in such a short time is what makes the restaurant so hot. The only issue is that prices are a bit high. I spent half of my last job's payout on a single meal one time, but it's totally worth it. Not interested at all. Alright, are you incapable of eating? Sorry for bringing up useless words, ma'am. There are plenty of other places you'd love to visit, so I'll make sure to give you a tour through the city, ma'am. I can eat, but I cannot taste the food. I do wish to try dining like you people do if I get a chance, though. In any case, we need to finish the task at hand before anything. And the stew? I'll keep that in mind. So here's the Zwei crew. I don't know why her page is blue. It's weird. They don't have a lot of cards in this act to worry about. Try to break my guard if you can, never back down. The library is such a curious place. Hey, all rolled 5s. Go ahead and guarantee this kill. That was a good stagger. Yep, so the bleed will kill that one now. So this abnormality page actually goes pretty well with Mars's key page, because it gives you bonus speed, and Mars does more damage to anyone that has lower speed than him. Yeah, she'll die to bleed. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen this. So some of these battle symbols I haven't seen yet, because they got added in not too long ago. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I guess it does have to be on Hod's floor. Alright, at least I know that now. We'll give him Mars page so he can take on... Wait, actually, no, I need to burn the books. These cards aren't very good. And kind of giving endurance to everyone can be okay. Oh, Retaliate's really good, actually. So, I think I'll wait to read that. I'll just do this. To enter the book of Fragment of the Universe. Echoes coming from somewhere. I still can't forget the ringing. Yeah, 4 to 8. It's kind of brutal. Now we got this. While in hand, it decreased max stagger resist by 50%. So basically I'll be taking a whole bunch of stagger damage, but I can play this here. That will pretty much guarantee that it wins. Deals 0 damage if target has Enlightenment in hand. Oh. Okay. And easy dodges. Oh, that'll deal 0 damage. Kind of unfortunate. Oh no, I played it twice. Oh, this is bad. This is gonna be all luck. Luckily this does no damage, I think. I kind of want to play it overpower, but I want to guarantee damage here. Okay, there we go. Now this should kill. Oh my gosh, I got down to the wire at 1 HP left. Sir, you gotta wake up. You're gonna get sick if you sleep on the floor. Netzach once again casts a glimpse at Roland while still lying on the floor, before turning back again. The smell. And this thing rolling around on the floor. Don't tell me. A beer can? Where the heck did you get this? I see he has blush on his face. It's a library, Roland, constructed from the light of possibilities. Anything's possible as long as you've got the book. Are you sure you're sorting the books well? You seemed okay at receiving guests, at least. Nods to the pile of books next to him. Really? You sorted them all? Well, let me see. Books are almost randomly scattered across the floor. I don't think that counts as sorting. Here, have a drink. Hey, you got manners at least. Well, let me take a sip if you insist. You can hear him cracking open a cold one. Never guessed I'd get the chance to drink beer in this place. Boy, how I miss this sparkling softness. Geez, he only had one sip. Good stuff, eh? It must be, look at his face. Sure is, brother. So, how's work been going? Been going, somehow. Not that I'm satisfied with it, though. What's your biggest complaint at the moment, then? I have to take someone else's life with my own hands. It's either you or them, ain't it? I have to fight, and that's what I don't like about it. I'll probably have to kill even more people as time goes by. Doesn't matter if it's a saint or the scum of the earth, everyone wants to live all the same. Picking up what you're putting down. But it's no different out there, really. People are hurt and kill others because they don't want to be hurt themselves. Take others' lives so you can keep yours. Bit too obvious, maybe. Guess that's how things were in the outside world. Where are you from, by the way? The Nest? The back streets? Dunno. I'm feeling tipsy. All I remember for sure is that I worked at Lobotomy Core. Must have been in a pretty sweet spot, working in a mega core like that. You really think so? Duh, of course. People are bound to envy anyone who gets to join a wing. You give a lot of cash, welfare is nice, and you gain social status too. Yeah, that's what they always say. Just forget about all of that for now and drink some more. Alright, gotta drink while I can. You've got to be kidding. Oh, they got caught. So this is all with pierce attacks. Okay, so I have to use her. Let's see. I'll go ahead and replay this one. Actually, here, I'll just do the rats so I can make this a little faster. But yeah, Hod's music is one of my favorites. Wait, what? Oh, does it have to be everyone? I don't remember that. Hold up. I guess we'll do this again. This time only with Tanes or with Hod. Okay, there we go. And we got some battle symbols. I don't think he got any. Nope. I actually really haven't been checking these. For the most part, these are just better as like cosmetics. Oh, it's crying. That's kind of messed up. Okay. Wait, not her, Malka. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's new too. Wait, didn't it get like a bandaged head or something? Where's that? Oh, there it is. That's awesome. And now I re-equip him, and we can head to the next fight. We have a lineup of the search team, and you two are in, San, Julia. Finally heading back to the library. Yeah, let's go retrieve the books of Mars and Lulu, and come back safely. Don't forget, our main objective has been decided as retrieving the books of Mars and Lulu thanks to the coincidence of interests between San and the Association. We should still try to secure as much information as possible, meaning we should collect as many books as we can. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I know it's a silly question to ask, but why is Zwei, an association specializing in peacekeeping and security, deciding to set up a search team of all things to enter the library? Why did you come begging to us in the first place if you knew all that? That's because this was the only place I could count on. What about your younger brother? My brother is... never mind. Once again, I'm sorry for the trouble, and thanks again for the help. Anyway, since you're running an affiliate office, I suppose it's okay to tell you this. The distortion phenomenon, specified as an urban nightmare. I'm sure you've at least heard of it, even if you haven't seen it yourself. It's an anomaly that has been happening throughout the city ever since the White Nights and Dark Days. So that happened in the ending of a lobotoming corporation. The frequency may be low, but people are turning into monsters at random, and each individual occurrence is a huge pain to deal with. Yeah, I know. The pianist, the first reported case of this phenomenon, it ended up killing 80% of District 9's population. Oh, look at this picture. This is so cool. I heard that it was so sudden, the Hana Association had to dispatch one of the colors immediately after realizing the severity of the situation. That's right. We still don't have any clues to track down the cause of this phenomenon. The most we have is the sudden disappearance of Elcor and the White Nights and Dark Days, whose starting point was in the corporation's nest. Zwei suspects that the library may be one of the keys to understanding the distortion phenomenon. A coworker told me a similar story. Said a resident in the area they were peacekeeping was suddenly distorted and transformed into a four-legged beast, even though there weren't any signs of danger or anomaly nearby. Thankfully, they managed to take care of that creature before the death toll could hit 2 digits. And I also heard that a restaurant clerk turned into a man-eating sandwich monster, something like that one time. It's actually really funny. The food starts eating the people. I think I understand now. So the distortion phenomenon is a clear and apparent threat to Zwei's peacekeeping activities, and they expect the library to hold a clue for resolving it. You got that right. Fortunately, there haven't been any cases of the phenomenon that's nearly as devastating as the pianist so far. Looks like Zwei is going to keep an eye out for the library for a while, but there are several other suspects they need to investigate as well, so we won't be getting any high-grade fixers. This is more than enough help. Thanks, Isadora. Said I'm just doing my job. It's not like I'm doing you a favor or anything. Sure you are. You have my thanks as well, Isadora. Well, let's get to it. Is that really true? What is? The things they said about the library. Is this place really all connected to stuff like White Nights and Dark Days, Elcor, and the distortion phenomenon? I'm frankly not even sure where we are in the city, though. What if I said it is? You said it is. I'm not sure I get what you mean. It's extremely rare for an incident to encompass a city like the White Nights and Dark Days did. There have been some cases of wings falling apart on their own, but those only affected their own nests at most. Elcor was something else entirely. It's like the whole city fell asleep for a week. Let's say that the library really is related to the White Nights and Dark Days. What does that change? Nothing, I guess. My work is still gonna be the same. So this is the library. Transportation method is almost like a singularity. Yeah, the director of the library will soon come and greet us. Angela, was it? Greetings, dear guest. I'm Angela, a director and librarian of my role's namesake. It appears that you already know who I am. We're here to take back the books of Mars and Lulu. They're here indeed. We can get the books we want, or die and turn into books ourselves, right? That is correct, as it is written on the invitation. It's like I'm talking to a wall. She's so robotic. Let her face change. May you find your book in this place. She does not like to be reminded she's a robot. Oh, I forgot to equip this. Oh, these pages are actually pretty good. At least for now. Where's that card that increases your endurance? Not that one. I know there's one that increases your endurance for a scene. I don't remember. Oh well. Okay, that should be good. Not much seems to have changed for their decks. For the Zwei, your shield, commencing operation now. Go ahead and kill this one. I guess I'll go for a stagger on here. Look at that speed. Oh my gosh, I can't click it. Now San and Julia are here. So this is an okay card. It's something to look out for. Hey, Silent Knight. I actually really want that card. Gain 2 endurance. Good. Defense. Okay. It's a whole bunch of good stuff to get here. kind of atmosphere never fails to distress me. I just have to do this the usual way. Oh man, Sand has a whole bunch of endurance right now. So that defensive dice will roll for 4 to 6 right now. So I don't want to kill him yet, but I'll get him a little lower. And then I want good damage here. So hopefully this hits. You can see I'm trying to increase their motion level. I don't know if they can hit, I guess, 4 yet though. You can also see over here on the left, the bottom left. Oh, look, the book's rain. I can't play anything. Actually, I think I'll try and get her close to staggering. Oh, this might just kill her. Yep, whoops. Now Sand is done. Ooh, Mars and Julia, you trusted me and followed me here? I'm sorry. Yeah, what the heck? You just got a whole bunch of people killed, huh? And Book of the Distortion. The library is located in the source of the White Nights and Dark Days. I touched up the headquarters of Elcor, the center of it, for my own use. I have no comment to make on the distortion phenomenon that apparently started occurring afterwards. I have little to no information about the phenomenon either. Though I do have a guess. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. You were curious about it earlier, weren't you? I was created as a mechanical secretary to System Manager of Lobotomy Corporation. I was designed to look like a human, feel emotions, and make evaluations and judgments based on those emotions. As you suspected, I was born in secret, violating the AI Ethics Amendment. I never got to make my own judgment, funnily enough. I had to read the same script over and over for 1 million years, all for the success of a single project. The play that never seemed to end finally concluded one day, and the White Nights and Dark Days happened as a result. Thanks for letting me know.
어떤 미친놈인지 몰라도 그
I don't know who came up with that insane plan, but thanks to them, the distortion phenomenon started wreaking havoc on the city at random intervals. Ordinary people would turn into monsters all of a sudden, and they'd kill everything in sight. And the first ever case of this is of the distortion, boy, was that a hellscape.
모두가 꽤 안전하다고 생각했던 거주구역에서 어느 날 갑자기 발생했으니까.
It happened without any oncoming sign in a district that everyone believed to be relatively safe. The massacre was a work of art, too. It was named The Pianist for a reason. What more could I say? Anyway, thanks for telling me all that. Must have been a sensitive topic for you. Aren't as shocked as I expected. Monsters created from the distortion did give off a suspiciously similar vibe to this library and its caretakers. Must have gone through a whole lot of distress in your life. Anyway, what comes next is the problem. What can we do to lure the Zwei here?
내 나름대로 엘사와 뒤틀림 간의 관계를 정리해봤어. 상황을 보니 가치가 높아 보이네.
You can use this book. I tried writing down the relationship between Elcor and the distortion phenomenon. It should be quite valuable to them under these circumstances. And we got hers. Oops, need to burn some stuff. Book of Julia, Hand of Sand. Hey, we got them both. He's got an okay passive. That's not too bad. His outfit looks cool. I think something I forgot to mention is that when you customize your nuggets, you can actually choose any of the key pages you've unlocked and have those be, I guess, kind of the skin over what the actual key page is. So I see I have Sand's like key page appearance equipped, but I'm using the Zwei Fixer page. That's pretty cool. Wait, where is Sand's page? There it is. Alright. An associate office is one that is in a cooperative relationship with one of the associations. The advantage of this designation is that its fixers will not have to worry about starving, since they're paid a stable salary. And that office simply has to handle tasks given by the association with proficiency, rather than having to deal with clients and accept their requests as ordinary offices do. Spending days without any incident happening in the area designated for peacekeeping can be admittedly boring, though it's a blessing to have such a peaceful day in the city. I was grateful to have such serenity each day, reasoning with Lulu's occasional complaints. Is boredom the only downside of being an associate office? It's not quite true. Because we're under the direct command of the association, we're forced to take on any undesirable task they give, even if it carries the risk of wiping out the office. Can't blame the association, so I only have myself to fault for failing to save my guys. True. And then there's some more Zwei stuff, I think. Yeah, so I'll read those next time. I also got another abnormality battle to do, so yeah, that to look forward to, and I'll see you then. Peace.